welcome back to another video. I'm getting a little bit of a late start here, but James is already out there with Bubsy and the dog playing, so I'm about to make some coffees and go catch up with him. So see you soon.
Yeah, it was a pretty piss poor effort of a kick, wasn't it? Kira, give me the ball, you dill. I've got a fascination with dropping it further and further away. Now, usually I take her further out there and give it a nice big throw, but it is chilly this morning. It is so chilly. I'm all rugged up. Nice and cozy. I'm trying not to get my feet wet from the grass because I'm a sook. Kira, come on down.
Coffee's ready, honey.
Oh, coffee's ready. G'day guys, it's JB with JB Adventures. As you guys know, we've been calling the Sunshine Coast Hinterland our home for the last couple of weeks. Been two main reasons for this. One of them was the outbreak of COVID down in Brisbane not that long ago, and the other one, and the more so reason as well, we've been immovable, was trying to get a tyre sorted for old Walter here. However, Walter's all fixed up, tyres done, so we're only here on the Sunshine Coast Hinterland for a couple more days. We're here over the weekend for Anzac Day. I'll be doing the Anzac Day March in Maleny here on Sunday, and then after that we'll be heading back out and back on the road, so looking forward to that. Can't wait to get back on the road. It's been nice to take a little bit of time off and chill back up in the hinterland. We got my family lives up here, so Kira's been loving going over there and playing with Nan's dogs and eating food and getting fat and doing all the sorts of stuff that dogs love doing. So we figured before we leave the Sunshine Coast hinterland, it'd be a good idea to show you guys some of the cool little secret spots that we found around here and some of the nice locations that I reckon is definitely worth stopping in and having a look. There's so many to mention up here on the Sunshine Coast hinterland, from Mapleton, Montville, Maleny, heading down towards Bullumba Creek. If you haven't already seen it, we've done a video for Bullumba Creek region as well as the Imbil State Forest, and some really good four-wheel driving tracks and camping down there as well. So without further ado, we're going to get smashed into this video. We're going to take the dog for a walk, get her nice and tuck it out, and we're going to do that using a little track just around the corner here. So stick around.
So guys, just before we head on this walk that James was talking about before, we're going to smash out a little bit of work this morning. We've still got a bit of editing and emails to answer, so we're going to get into that. So while we're getting into that, guys, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free, it doesn't cost you a thing, but it does keep us on the road doing what we love to do. With a bunch of huge trips coming up in the last half of the year, every subscription counts. It does make a huge difference, and we really appreciate the support. Don't be afraid to reach out to us as well. Drop a comment below. We love talking to you guys, love hearing your stories and getting to know our audience.
Okay guys, so down the end of the showgrounds, about 200 meters away from where we're set up with Walter, is this little boardwalk that takes you right into the Maleny town centre. So instead of having to jump into the car and drive all the way into town, we're going to take the scenic route this morning and stick around and check it out. You ready?
Ready.
Kira's found a nice little spot to get down to the water, which, like every dog, that's exactly where she's gone, is for the water and the mud. I don't even know if I could get down there, but it'd definitely make the blooper reel if I tried. What you doing, pup? Beautiful place. So Maleny Showgrounds is just over the back there, that's where we're camping. And our caravan is parked just up on top of one of these little hills, so that this Obi Creek that runs through town actually runs straight out the back of our campsite as well. Super nice if you get up early enough or stay up late enough, and if you're lucky enough you'll get to see some platypus floating around. Heap of turtles, bird life and stuff like that as well. There's also Murray cod in here. Being an endangered species, as much as I wanted to, I couldn't come down here and fish for them. But beautiful spot.
So from the campsite, town is only about a 5-minute drive, but this boardwalk leads straight into town. It's only about 1 kilometre long. It's absolutely beautiful to walk, beautiful place. You can hear the waterfalls in the background.
Yeah, so it takes just as much time to drive into town as it would to walk this boardwalk and get into town. And I think once you set up the car and got the dog in and got the baby in her baby seat and mucked around with all that for a little bit, it's probably going to be quicker to walk in than it would be to take the car anyway. Plus now we don't have to figure out parking, so that's a win. So through this boardwalk you're allowed to have dogs as long as they're on their lead, and I don't think I've ever seen someone walk through here with their dog on the lead until they're passing another dog. It's also super early in the morning and really cold, so we've got this whole boardwalk to ourselves at the moment. So Kira's sort of running around free a little bit.
Maleny itself, guys, is a super dog-friendly town. You'll find most dog owners just take their dog in for their morning coffees at the town. As long as you sit outside and tie your dog up and your dog is friendly, you can have your dog pretty much anywhere at Maleny.
Maleny's just a super friendly town. It's definitely become a lot more touristy since I was a kid, but you still got that, I don't want to say hippie vibe because that sort of gives out the wrong impression, but it definitely has that free spirit, easy going, no worries kind of vibe, and that's probably one of the best things about Australia, is that no worries vibe. Super nice vegetation through here too, eh? Be a lot nicer on a warmer day. All this vegetation's blocking the sun, so if the camera's shaking, it's not the camera's fault, I'm probably just shivering. But yeah, there we go, sun. Oh, if there was a time to pretend like you're out of breath and you need a break, right now and the sun would be it. It's a beautiful little spot. Okay, so it's a boardwalk, so there is a little bit of actual boardwalk. As you get towards the end, come straight up into the back of the town near where the library is. There's a nice walk behind the library that takes you down to the Obi Creek as well. I don't know if you guys can hear all the bird life that's through here. Kira. Oh, that was a pretty piss poor whistle. She just looked at me and like, yeah, that's not going to do it. Kira, come. Come on. Well-trained dog. Keep walking. Yep, that's right. Ignore me completely. Good dog. There we go, see? Who says she's not trained? She's usually really good. I think she's just super excited because she's on a path and it's going somewhere she hasn't been. Kira, get back here, you buffhead. What are you doing? Unfortunately, Kira, I'm going to have to put you back on the lead because we're coming up to the road just up here. Yeah, super short walk. Beats packing everything into the car and driving into town when you can just take a walk like that for about 5 minutes. There you go, endangered Murray cod. See, I told you, I'm just a fountain of knowledge, me. So yeah, dogs on leash at all time, guys. It's a nice little viewpoint just down here, actually. This is a good little spot to look out for platypus. I think we're a bit late in the morning now to try and find one. The sun's come up. It'll be... You reckon? We might see one. I think it'll be buried down in its little burrow, chilling. A couple of ducks. I was going to say listen to that bird life, but you probably just hear Mia learning to talk, which means she just constantly talks. I mean, she doesn't use words, not in English anyway. She just knows that she wants to say something and you have to listen. Because if you don't listen, she starts kicking and getting grumpy. Yeah, you little cutie. Okay guys, so we're back from our walk. We've packed everything up. Walter's ready to go. Trusty Dusty's ready to go. Our dog's in the car. I think Emma's putting Bubs in the car now. We're about to hightail it out of here and head over to Nan's house, drop off the caravan and the dog so we can take you guys for a walk to the local swimming hole. Awesome little place, stick around for that. Okay guys, so like I said, we're leaving the Maleny Showgrounds now and heading over to Nan's house. Just to give you a little bit of a rundown on what the Maleny Showgrounds has to offer. There's a bunch of toilet facilities at the showgrounds. There's also some hot showers. I'm pretty sure the showers are a gold coin donation for like 2 minutes or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. We just went to Nan's house and had a couple of real showers for a change, which was super nice. Obviously being a showgrounds, there's a heap of sporting grounds down here. There's a skate park, the boardwalk that you guys just saw. There's actually a gym down here as well. As far as the camping goes, there's camping all down this back section here. They've also got a dump point for the caravans and a heap of water sources, electricity and power hookups, stuff like that. It's an awesome little campground, super close to town, as you guys just saw.
Guys, depending on what day you do come, if you do rock up on a weekend, because it's a showgrounds, there might be some sporting events on that you could watch. There's also the stadium over there in the back right hand corner that the pony club are usually here on the weekends training their horses for the lighthouse. So that might be cool if you guys check that out. What I'll do as well, guys, is I'll link this campground into the description below if you want to check it out, if you are in the area and you need somewhere to camp.
And what you meant by stadium was equestrium.
Oh, right.
And the pony club doesn't train for the lighthouse. The light horse trains for the light horse, and the pony club just trains as a pony club. Pretty sure that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally makes sense. Okay guys, so we just dropped off Walter the caravan and Kira the pup at Nan's house. We're just heading back into town now to take you guys out to Gardeners Falls.
After driving for about 5 minutes from the town of Maleny, you'll reach this turn-off. Make sure you turn left when you see the sign Gardeners Falls and follow this road for about 500 metres. At the end of this road, it comes straight into the car park. Unfortunately, you cannot camp here at Gardeners Falls, but it is a great place to come just for the day.
Okay guys, so I can't express how much I wanted the sun to come out for us today so I could go for a swim down here. As you can tell, we've rugged up a little bit. That sun's disappeared and the clouds have come out. But that's not going to stop us. We're still going to get down here and show you guys this swimming hole. Absolutely awesome place. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective of some of the little pools that run down here. It's quite deep at the moment because of the rain. Awesome little track. The track's completely pram friendly. We were just a bit lazy and couldn't be bothered to get the pram out of the car and just decided we'll carry Bubs down there instead. Yeah, awesome little spot. We'll see you guys down at the falls. Okay guys, so right behind me here is a spot I remember well. When I was a kid, we used to use this section of the waterfall. It's basically carved away at the rock and turn it into like a perfect little slippery slide. It's nice and deep, super slippery and super fun. Here we are at the iconic Gardeners Falls. Obviously the waterfall's right behind me here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here, but there's a rope swing right at the top there. Right up in that dark section in there is a rope swing that brings you right out into the center here. There's another one down there in that tree that brings you out here, as well as jumping off this rock. And those rocks on the other side, there's one here and then one up there. Awesome little spot. I was hoping it was going to be a little bit sunnier so we could get some footage with the GoPro of jumping off into the water, but that is freezing cold water. absolutely freezing. Which is probably the only time you'll come to Gardeners Falls and there's no one else here. It's because there's no sun up in that sky. Now if you're like us and you do have younger kids, there's a lot of rock pools and shallow sections up here that you can go swim in if you don't want to go down into that deeper stuff. Super clear water. If it hasn't rained in a while, it can be quite slippery under the feet, so be mindful of that. But got a little mermaid rock over near the waterfall over there. That slippery slide section I mentioned before. And this little spot in here is just awesome for kids. The current's not running strong enough because of how shallow it is that it's actually going to pull you down into this rapid section and send you down the waterfall. So super safe up in this section here, guys, if you got kids like we do. Super nice way to cool off. Have a bit of a hillbilly shower. The canopy is absolutely beautiful too. If you're feeling game, you can follow the waterfall down the track a little bit. There's a little bit of an opening down here. So just down this right hand side next to the waterfall, there's an opening down there. You can follow that and it'll take you right down to the end there where you can see where the creek keeps going. You can basically follow that down for as long as you feel like it, depending on how game you are. A beautiful spot. 3 rocks that you can jump off. You got this one here, the 2 that are over there, that big rope swing, the smaller rope swing. It literally has something for everyone up here. There's picnic tables, heap of grassed areas to set up a picnic and just relax and enjoy the outdoors.
So guys, I'm actually going to take you down this little path that James just showed you before. Now this bit isn't wheelchair or pram accessible, unfortunately. It is very jagged walked, but I want to show you this other rope swing that James mentioned before, and I want to show you the falls from the bottom. But here you go, here's the rope swing just here. It's a shorter one, so if the kids don't want to climb all the way up to the canopy, there's a smaller one here that goes right down into the water there. So I'm going to keep going down a little bit and show you the falls right from the bottom. Ah! The logs are slippery. Slippery. They're slippery.
Okay guys, so even though it was disappointing not to get some awesome action shots on that waterfall, that sun just didn't want to play ball for us today, so unfortunately all good things must come to an end, just like this video. As always guys, appreciate the support, hope you're enjoying the content. We're here for a couple more days for Anzac Day like I said earlier, but after that we'll be hitting the road and getting back out there, so make sure you stay tuned, turn on those notifications so you know when those videos are dropping. Just had a blast up here over the last couple of weeks. Glad we could show you guys some of these locations, and if you're up this way, make sure you check out Gardeners Falls on a sunny day. It's absolutely beautiful down here. Can't wait to get back here on a sunny day and have some fun.
Thanks always for watching guys. We'll see you next week.
See you then.